Hi guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. If you find any of today's entertainment helpful, don't forget to smash the lovely like button. Helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting the video out to more people. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and bell notification, and you'll be notified when a new video gets uploaded. Now on with the show. I spoke about the difference between Chapter 11 and Chapter 7 bankruptcies before, how you can make money from Chapter 11 bankruptcies, how Chapter 7 bankruptcies you should steer clear of. How even making money from Chapter 11 bankruptcies, you've got to be careful of and know what you're doing. So you've got to, we are discussing companies that have gone into Chapter 11 bankruptcies. All of them since have gone up over 140%. We have hrtz, who are mentioned as an example in the bankruptcy and said you could earn money on a swing trade, but long term, steer clear. Extraction oil and gas, and you can see there. And I'll show you one that I actually did make money on later. Whiting Petroleum, again, as I say, minimum of 140% on each one of them. Chesapeake Energy. And this is one that I spoke about in a previous video. And another one I spoke about in a previous video as well. One that I make money on, Valerius. Because since I bought into it, it went up 600%. I wish I put more money in. I had a spare £17 left over from buying one share, a share in something else, and I thought, you know what, I'll put my money where my mouth is. When it comes to Chapter 11 bankruptcy, I'll put it into Valerius. If it loses, it loses. And just to prove it, here it is. Now, I bought at 33 cents. Oh, it's dropped a bit. It's 527%. Never mind. See, this is the thing. Doesn't work it out. Yesterday it was 600%, and it was at £98. Now it's 527%, and it's at £100, and I haven't taken anything out of it. Well, I wish I put more in, like £1,000. But then if I'd have put £1,000 in and it had just gone bankrupt, I would have been set. But £100 wouldn't have bothered me, and I would have made so much more. You know, that would have been a nice little one. But you can see what I'm talking about. 17% dividend yield. Revenues increased in 2020. As I said, the revenues increased in 2020. Most of the oil industry were losing. The oil rig company focus on Saudi Arabia and Gulf of Mexico. Fair enough, their net profit was they didn't have a net profit, they had a loss, but their loss, they was like narrowing their loss in 2019, and then their loss increased because of COVID-19, or only Rona for our friends across the pond. Now the debt to assets is 45%, so it's now it seemed like a solid company to me. The only problem was it was in Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which I've spoke about before, how some companies use so they don't get taken over when they're in financial problems and they restructure and come out stronger. Now you have to look at all these companies and how they're done, and you have some people saying, oh, it's the Robin Hood investors, what are they doing? But the amount of people on Robin Hood investing would not jump these companies up this high. There is an argument to say the Robin Hood investors could bump a little bit, and then you will have the short sellers or the swing traders bumping up another little bit, and then the robo investors seeing an upward trend and jumping in, and then all of a sudden you have the FOMO investors jumping in. But I don't think it's that either. I think it's people doing like me. They're seeing the market overvalued, they're looking for value stocks, seeing stocks like this, but they're greatly undervalued, and they're putting money in. Now, I would love to hear your comments on this before, in the comments box before. I mentioned there was an opportunity in Chapter 11 bankruptcy stocks, but you have to know what you're doing, and this proves it. The only thing I didn't know what I was doing was how much I was putting in. What I did was what I keep telling you guys to do. I put in exactly how much I wouldn't mind losing. I just wish I wouldn't mind losing more. Still, I turned £17 into £100, and if you look at the sheet, it's nowhere near where it should be. It should be at $9 share, and if you go back, $57 to $60 a share, this company. So if it's done its job properly. So nah, I just think I'll run the ride. I'm not going to sell out. $17 gamble. When people are saying, oh well, you made 600%, take your money. Why? I've made £83, but if I stay in, look how much I could make. I could make a lot more, and I'm not one of those who is, oh, I can make a lot more, I'm going to stay in and ride, and it's all my money. It's a £17 investment, so £17 investment. It's not like it's a £1,000 investment. If I lose it, I lose it. But something tells me, with the Saudis up in the price of oil, with coming out of lockdown, this sort of thing is going to be more in demand. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button.